Hey, I'm Christy Simpson, and I'm sitting on my porch, and I'm freezing. I'm so cold here in California. Okay, it's like the high 50s, but for us that's very cold, so I know you're laughing at me, but I'm cold. Today's question is, how do you do solo auditions with large groups of people? Do you schedule a separate time, or do you do it in class? Okay, so some of you know I like to do my solo auditions in class. And the main reason is because I want to make sure that every kid is included, and sometimes parents won't bring them for a separate audition time. I mean, the superstars will, but I want to get the kid that actually has a good singing voice that doesn't know that he has a good singing voice, if that makes sense. Or a kid that doesn't have aspirations of being a big star. So I like to do it in class. Now, I tried something recently in class, and you know I do my rehearsals with K all the way through 8th grade. If you have like K through 2nd, this would be easier because you have a smaller group presumably, or at least they're kind of more on the same level. I did something last time where I put 2 X's on the floor in the center of the room, and we had a center aisle. So I had people sitting here, and then I put 2 X's on the floor, and I sat, on the stage facing the kids, or on the ground facing the kids. And then I had them, I wrote out the solos, solo 1, and I wrote out the words. Solo 2, wrote out the words. I wrote them on these big poster board cards. Now, you don't have to do that. It just kind of made it easier for me, again, to help out those kids that don't think they want to solo, or that didn't prepare. Again, you don't have to do that. I'm just always trying to include everybody. So, on this X and on this X, I have somebody holding up the cards. Or you can put a music stand in front of each one, put up your card that says solo 1, solo 2. And then I said, if you want this solo, line up behind this person on the X. If you want this solo, line up behind this person on the X. And then we just did this little assembly line thing, did it over and over again. Press the track, this person sang, we clapped, press the track, this person sang, and they just kind of filed off. And it was really cool, because we didn't have to recall everybody out. And it made it also really clear what solo was happening. So for me, it was solo 1, solo 2. And then when we were done with that, I pulled the card. And again, I organized this ahead of time. And you had solo 1 and solo 2 for the next song. So it's really clear. It helps those that haven't prepared as much, or those with stage fright, so they can actually read the words as they're doing it. Plus, the down the aisle thing was very handy, because it eliminated the, wait, no, I wanted solo 1. No, I wanted solo 2. It's very clear which line they're in. So I definitely think I'm going to do that again in a big group. It just, writing on the cards has helped, and doing the filing down the assembly line kind of way. Our church does communion that way too, where they come to the front and then they go around. And that kind of, that worked really well for us. So definitely tell us your ideas for doing solo auditions. I know some people schedule individual times, and that's a cool thing to do as well. This is just a way you can do it in a big group.